Hi everyone, I'm so excited to share the Senior Toast with you this year, and I wanted to talk about a few things I learned from this week's Parsha, which is Beha'alotcha. So in this week's Parsha, it talks about how the Jews were camping in the desert, and at the bidding of God they traveled, and at the bidding of God they camped. And so when I saw this verse, I was immediately inspired to talk about it because I feel like it relates exactly to what we're going through right now with the whole pandemic, because it talks about flexibility and really not acting on anything else except for what God says. And in this sense, they had to be flexible at any moment. They could be told to camp or travel. And I think it's kind of similar because at one moment we were in finals week during winter term, and at the next moment we were all told to evacuate and kind of reassess what the rest of our college experience was going to look like. And another aspect of what it talks about in this week's Parsha is that the Jews set up the Mishkan, which is the portable sanctuary they used in the desert, wherever they camped. And it was the heart of the camp, and all the tents surrounded it. And so I think this can be compared to Drexel Hillel in the sense that when I started as a freshman, there was no building for about 2 weeks. And thankfully, I was so lucky that I was in that freshman class when the building was open within the first few weeks of me arriving to campus. So I hardly knew a college experience without the Perlman Center. And so once the building was completed and everyone started filling it, it became the center of our campus, and everyone gravitated towards it. Everyone knew that all the programming would happen there, and it became this really vibrant center of Jewish life in the whole area. And once the pandemic hit and we had to be flexible and reassess what things were going to look like, it didn't stop just because we couldn't be in our building. We started virtual programming. All of the Zoom into Shabbats were so amazing. I attended almost all of them that I could. And it truly shows that it doesn't have to be a physical space in order to create community. And I think that is such a testament to what we have at Drexel Hillel, which is such a welcoming and beautiful community that is intentionally pluralistic. It's not just coincidentally everyone happens to be there. It's solely founded on the fact that it's everyone is together. And as an interior design major, I was extremely inspired by this aspect to the point that I designed a pluralistic synagogue based on the concept of Hillel, where everyone is praying in separate spaces and gathering in communal spaces. And this just really showed me what I want the Jewish community to look like for me in my future, which is a really cool experience to have in college, where you kind of see what you want to create in your life for the future. And overall, I just am so grateful to everything Drexel Hillel gave me, whether that was lifelong friends, amazing programming and events, or just a place I knew I was going to go every Friday night for dinner. That was a huge part of my college experience, the biggest part of my college experience, and I'm just so grateful for everyone who was a part of it. Thank you.